it more, or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On second down, they'll run it here. And takes this one across the 35. A gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
2nd and 11. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Play action now, Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to throw sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 21 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Raiders had 7 and 4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 17 carries, 92 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him,
to open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's third and a few inches. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on third and inches. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Prescott down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic, he can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 3. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out. Didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's Spears on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Prescott. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Spears. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Robinson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on third down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Bijan Robinson. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'll be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep, and he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over first and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. On first and 10, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And again, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Prescott to throw it. That's caught by Howard. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage, putting the ball right on him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
To the air again, Prescott. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And he is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Spears. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it. And that led to a touchdown on the other side, so they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all of those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I think we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Again, it's Robinson to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Out of the gun again to Spears. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Here is 3rd down and 4. Hand off to Spears. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyjae Spears. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to move back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Cowboys 13.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Option play, here's Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this time.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now Prescott. Throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? Just got thrown off?
And the Raiders have got him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. It's a big play there for Vegas. 71 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Bijan Robinson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 85 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And here's a give to Spears. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyjae Spears with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Prescott on play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Prescott yet again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another game.